today.
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, Madden. Being chased out left. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
This game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 4 catches, 104 yards.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that he's off to a hot start here in this first month, and those are the kind of performances you expect to see going forward.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. They'll look to throw again. Rolling to his right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. Looking to throw. Madden buying time to his left. That's going to be caught by Crowder. It's a Jets touchdown. Jamison Crowder, his first touch. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Back to throw. Madden. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Off the play fake. Madden. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Dolphins. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Madden. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. I don't know, he had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
You got to stay with it.
That's true. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. And that is caught. It's Davis. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Throwing on first down. Madden forced out to his left. Here's the tight end. This is Landry. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 3 yards the gain there, second down. From the gun, they run with Michelle. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Back to throw. Madden. And he fires one, but incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. And this score will... Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. So he rolls out of the pocket left, just ends up finding a safety valve, but no gain there.
No gain, but it looked like they were well coached on the play because he still went through his progressions, and the receivers know that when the quarterback exits the pocket, they have to find routes to run now to get into his sight lines and try and help him out. End up throwing it short to the running back. Give the defense credit for not giving up any yardage.
Back to throw again. That's out to his running back, Michelle. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Dancing to his left. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
On third and short, not only did he get away from the rush and pick up a first down, he picked up a whole lot more than that. And how did he get it done? Evaded the rush, kept his poise, and then how about him directing traffic as he moved downfield to pick up extra blockers? A really nice run.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On first down, Madden to Michelle on the dump off. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Looking to throw on second down. Madden eluding the press. And that's caught by Landry for a Jets touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets would extend their lead here just before halftime. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the third quarter. They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. They'll run out of the gun with Michelle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st and 10, Madden. This one caught by Crowder. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Looking to throw. Madden. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know,
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
To throw on second down. Madden. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league. Well, their defense did the job. They got the turnover on downs. Now what can the offense do as they take possession? This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Off play action. Madden. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. On third down, Madden. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And possession will switch. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. Throwing on first down. Madden steps away to his left. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards, the pickup there. Off the play fake. Madden, they'll roll him out right. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. And the corner blitz gets him that time as he goes down for a short loss. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. He'll check this one down to Michel. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
It's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And that'll set him back 5. Following the penalty, Michel. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 53 yards on the ground for him so far. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Back to throw. Madden to Michel on the screen. Touchdown! Sony Michel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. We are in the fourth and final quarter as the offense will have the football starting this drive, 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And he's going to be met at about the 43. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the 2nd half. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Looking to throw. Madden. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are right back in this football game. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago. And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Being chased out left. Pass caught by Crowder. And he will get out of bounds as that stops the clock on a big gainer up close to midfield.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Then he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Off-play action. Madden. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. He missed his only attempt earlier. This time he's going for the win. And his kick is indeed good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. Well, partners, still a head-scratcher to me how this one ended, down 3. I just thought, no matter the situation, you're in a spot where you can kick that field goal, go to overtime. Why not do it?
And this is where I think the analytics guys are going to continue to get more and more traction in the league. We've talked about different people now saying, I need a game management coach, someone in the booth to take the emotion out of it. Did they lose track of where they were on the clock? Right? Did they lose track of where they were on the field? Was it makeable for their kicker? All those things come into play here, and it turns out they don't get it done.
So for the Jets, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for Miami, they will fall to a similar mark
So I was listening back to our interview with Barry Sanders on the last episode, and it inspired me to do some digging after a comment he made towards the end. You might remember it. We were talking about how people tend to evaluate running backs, and he says, let's be honest, Kev, rushing attempts and yardage only tell part of the story. And again, don't just take it from me. I mean, this is coming from Barry Sanders because he's absolutely right. So let me begin with Exhibit A, the next-gen stat, which tells us the percentage of times a running back was faced with 8 or more defenders in the box during a run play. Now, you might assume a guy like Derrick Henry was facing that situation all the time last year while on his way to 2,000 rushing yards, but he wasn't even in the top 15 among all running backs. Still, it makes sense if you think about it, though, right? Ryan Tannehill wasn't letting defenses crowd the line while mixing in passes to guys like A.J. Brown and Corey Davis. So now, imagine being the running back who faced 8 defenders in the box on 42% of his run plays, most in the league last year. Rough, right? Well, that was the situation for Peyton Barber, unfortunately. I'm not hating Peyton. I'm just reading numbers. All right, enough with the stats. Let's get into some predictions for the NFL matchups we've got coming up. Now, so far, I've been doing pretty well, if I do say so, with my choices compared to the rest of the crew.
today. From Orchard Park, New York, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Buffalo Bills taking on the New York Jets.
Autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at Bill Stadium in Orchard Park.
A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the New York Jets. Hello, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. They've got to be pleased with it. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On first down, Madden. He finds Corey Davis. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Madden buying time to his left. Uncorks one for Davis. And this one is incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And, Charles, we get a look here at the key inactives. And I tell you what, a big list for being this early in the season.
If there's any silver lining at all, you're hoping you can get these guys back, and now you'll play well down the stretch with them. But what you're also hoping is that the guys who have to play for them, the next man up mentality kicks in, and those guys take care of business.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Well, the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And in this league, there are many quarterbacks who have their most success running the ball, while there are others who have big arms.
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, Madden flush to his right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Back to throw. Madden. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Madden on the run. He'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. He'll try and throw for it here. Out to his left. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on 4th down, a change of possession anyway. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Throwing on 1st down. Madden. He's going to look deep now for Landry. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. Throwing again. Madden. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, this defense for the Bills, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Braden Mann now,
as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here come the Bills. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On 1st down, Madden. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Madden. Now he's forced out left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The Jets on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They can use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Madden. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
That's just what you call a chain mover right there. Nothing fancy. Get the ball out to the back, and you're asking him to make a little bit extra out of maybe what is nothing, and he does exactly that. Picks up the 1st down. I can't wait till we get to the point, partner, where we're not saying chain mover, but we're saying laser pointer picks it up for the 1st down.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Madden eluding the pressure right. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
Well, nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. but he chose team gain.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head. 1, 2.
And the pressure gets to him again. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
Enough to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Forced out to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Madden. That's to the veteran tight end Carter Landry. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
He's got his veteran tight end Landry.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park, where the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. And it's the Ravens out in front as that game moves towards halftime. Lamar Jackson has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we'll stay in the AFC North and head over to Cleveland to check on the Browns. And they've got the lead in their matchup with the Tampa Bay Bucks. Jarvis Landry, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check in on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Carolina Panthers. Alvin Kamara with 2 touchdowns thus far. Meanwhile, in our game, just the lone touchdown accounting for all the scoring. A tight one, 7-0 is the score. And for the call of the second half, we send it back to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Here comes Marquez Stevenson now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. Madden. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's more. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
On 1st and 10, Madden flushed out right, and it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down. Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball. But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And Oliver able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Things just kind of continuing to unravel for them here in this 2nd half. They take the shot downfield, but this defense, once again, up to the task.
Well, this is where you think about the old...
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And we've seen drive after drive come up empty for them, and they've yet to dent the scoreboard, yet still right in the middle of a one-score game. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Bills have recovered. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
throwing on first down. Madden dancing to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Madden.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. And this is